There we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to Gideon Stuff. Today we've got kind of a different video. We've got kind of a comparison slash review today. And we have a store moving in, so let's make this quick. Today is, you might also recognize the scenery. This is the day I filmed the cold steel testing video. Just got finished with that a little bit ago, and it was crazy. But today, what we're going to be taking a look at is the Schrade Sharpfinger versus a knockoff. So if you're like me and you've grown up in a cowboy culture, these knives are everywhere. The Schrade Sharpfinger is... everyone's got one. And most people also have one or two of the knockoffs as well. So we're going to be taking these two knives, and this is going to be, like I said, kind of a comparison slash review of both of them. Yeah, both of them. So let's go ahead and let's get down onto the, not tabletop, but the tailgate. See if I can do this in one shot. Down a little bit more. There we go. Alright, so the Schrade Sharpfinger. This is a design that's been around forever. There's a couple different sizes. This one I believe is the medium. So if you're not familiar, that side, here's the knife. So these are knives that a lot of guys I know, a lot of old timers, and also younger guys, they'll EDC this knife. These were originally designed to be excellent skinners, and they are, but I know a lot of guys who just EDC these as their everyday knife. So this other one here, this is from a brand called Western. Wow, that's original. Here it is. Obviously, there's some similarities. So, let's go ahead and let's talk about these two guys. So, this one here is made out of 7CR13 MOV blade, or 7CR13 MOV steel, my bad, which, yeah, but the Sharpfinger is also, I think this one's 8CR13 actually. I'll have to double check that, but, wow, I can't believe I didn't double check that before I started the video. We'll get that in. So, handles here are Delrin. On this guy, this is what Schrade calls that material. And this is also, the packaging for this also called this Delrin, which I'm not sure exactly what that material is, but it's, you know, like a fake stag. The ergos on these knives are what really makes them impressive. This knife here, look, it's a chunky boy. That's a chunker. But it fills the hand very well. You have this nice little swoop here that your thumb goes in. Very, very nice. And this guy replicated it, although this one is not quite as thick. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it is just a little bit slimmer. Let's talk about the sheaths real quick. So this is the original sheath, and this is very, very nice. Leather sheath. It's got stitching. Not the highest quality leather sheath, and I do think it's actual leather, though. Button snap. As you can see, it's fitted. Yeah, works just like you'd expect it to. This one has a nylon sheath. The strap loop has this little fake leather thing over it. Perfectly serviceable sheath, but I do prefer this sheath in just about every way. So, it's pretty cool. Actually, still got the, no one get excited, no one get excited. Perverts. As far as on the belt carry goes, it's a very small knife. There's a reason a lot of guys EDC these. They're very small. You can tuck them away, and in fact, a lot of guys, they'll make their own custom sheaths for these, and they'll carry them. You know, yeah, they'll carry them in a bunch of different ways. What was the word I was just gonna think of? not Ranger style. It's having a brain fart, but yeah, they both carry really, really well. Put this guy on too. So, very lightweight little knives. Like I said, the Sharpfinger does come in several different sizes. In fact, I used to have a size that was bigger than this, but that was back when I was a teenager, and it went bye-bye over the years. So I picked this guy up from a Tractor Supply, and then I decided I'd get this one. I'd get myself another Sharpfinger just to match, and I got the same size so I could do this comparison video. So the blades themselves, you have this very aggressive, almost Persian shape. I know it's... I guess they'd call this a clip point, but as you can see, it's a very, very strong curve up to the tip, and that's good for when you're skinning, you know, like small game. In fact, I've used a Sharpfinger to skin rabbits, and yeah, it's very nice for that. Blade itself is not actually as thin as you might expect. On this guy, it's a little bit thinner, but, you know, let's go ahead and grab our National Geographic. Hi, giant wombat. Hey, we'll cut up some shrimp. They are very slicey. Ooh. This guy's a little less finely sharpened than the Schrade. So, yeah. Ooh, that is... This guy's not sharpened very well at all, actually. So that's a shame. And yeah, and I have not used this guy yet. And I really haven't used this one a whole lot, but I have used Sharpfingers in the past, so I feel like I'm qualified to do this video. There is one thing about the blade on this guy that I like better, though. Sharpening choil. They give you a little sharpening choil, whereas on the original, there isn't. I just don't like that very much at all. I really don't. So, that is a shame. Size comparisons. This is technically a review. What knives do I have with me right now? We'll be right back. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video, but as I was editing this, I decided I needed to add on to the video. I recorded that a long time ago, and I just found the video files, and I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and put this video together and put it out. And I was watching it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's not my best. Like, I can make I need to fill that out a little bit. I just didn't feel like my best quality work. Not that this channel is high quality in general, but yeah, so I decided to fill in again. I was trying to outrun a storm that day, which did hit before I'd left the woods. It ended up putting down 7 inches in about an hour. Luckily, I have 4-wheel drive on my pickup, so I was able to get out okay. And I have a lot of snow driving experience, so... But anyways, I was trying to rush things, so let's go ahead and slow down a little bit, and let's talk about these guys a little tiny bit more in depth. I will let you see the rest of the video after this, but we're going to do some size comparisons, we're going to do some cuts, and then I might add in some extra commentary. So, let's go ahead and let's just start off with the usual size comparisons on the channel. Let's get our rats. There's the 2. There's the 1. So yeah, both these knives are about rat 2 size. Yeah, I recorded the initial videos for these guys a long time ago when I was doing my cold steel testing. Back when I had the big full beard. Which I actually shaved off using a Civivi riffle, as part of my testing, which was interesting. Next, let's grab the PM2. I'll actually put you up there. The bug out. There we go. Grab our Civivis, the Elementum, the Praxis. So yeah, these are small knives, and then we'll just do a couple more. Let's do it against our Gerbers, because everyone needs to see the Gerbers. And let's do it against another small fixed blade. This is a CRKT Spew, which I really need to review because I actually love this knife a whole lot. So yeah, there we go. Put you back in your sheath. Okay, so let's go ahead and go talk about, or let's go and do some cutting, and then we'll come back and I'll just add some little bit of commentary and then get you guys back to the previously recorded video. All right, here we are at the cardboard cemetery, and let's go ahead and do some slicing. Over there. Are you guys tired of this gray hoodie yet? I don't care. I know I wear it a lot. It's my favorite hoodie. Okay, so let's start off with the Western. I'm not even sure what the heck this knife's name is. So yeah, the handle makes it very comfortable. Ooh, that 7CR steel. Can you tell it's getting dull already? Although also, I never sharpened this guy up after the initial video. So, still probably dull as these pieces of cardboard themselves. But these knives have very fine tips. I guess you could call these trailing points, or I'm not sure what you call the blade shape, but continuous curve, nice pokey point. Let's go on to the, where'd your sheath go? Go on to the real deal. Got some thicker, more heavy-duty cardboard. And is that a staple? No? Okay, we'll go right through. Now we'll do like this. Yeah, that was a lot smoother. That's just a lot nicer. Yeah, the ergos on this one are better than the ergos on the Sharpfinger are better than on that other thing. The blade finishing is nicer, and it is more thinly ground. We're not talking like Civivi thin, but for a fixed blade, very thin, very nice. It is very slicey. And it's nice and pokey too. So, yeah. All right, let's go back and add in some commentary, shall we? All right, so just a few words and I'll let you get back to your previously recorded Cringey video. In that video, I talk a lot about the sheaths, actually, and so I'm not going to say much about them here. Yeah, this is the better sheath. This one's just really a very simple sheath. This is a better sheath. It's not the highest quality leather sheath. This here, though, as you can see, it's just literally a loop threaded through there. Grab my flashlight. And you can see down in there, just a loop threaded through, which makes it easy if this gets damaged, which let's be honest, this is the weakest part of the sheath, so this will get damaged. It will wear out eventually. You can just pull it out and put a new slip of leather with some button snaps on through there. So, yeah, more sturdy, just it looks nicer. Again, not the highest quality leather sheath, but I mean, this is a less than $20 knife, so it's very good for the price. As for the actual knives themselves, the ergos are better on the Schrade. The blade is more finely finished. In the video, I say repeatedly, and I'll say it again here, this knife having a sharpening choil is the one. It's the biggest upgrade from this guy. It's not a great sharpening choil. I mean, let's look at that. Yeah, it's obviously not a great sharpening choil. In fact, you can see they sharpened up the choil. Did they do it on the other side? Not as bad. But, yeah. So that's nice. With this, definitely I recommend cutting a choil in. But, you know, if you're actually going to see it. Actually, I recommend the 4-inch Sharpfinger over this one. Just because. So. There we go. As far as price goes, you're looking at, like I said, I think about $13 for this one. This comes in at like $17, $18. I do think you're getting a much better knife for your money with this. I mean, better sheath, better fit and finish, quality, and, you know, it's a Schrade Sharpfinger. It's an iconic knife, so you're kind of paying for that iconic knife feel. So, personally, I think this one's a better one. I'm trying not to spoil too much before we get to the other part of the video, even though I really don't say much of anything there. This one is a comfortable knife, but these fake stag handles are not as comfortable. They're a little bit pokey. So that's a downside. This is the weirdest review I've ever done. Yeah. I mean, when it comes to... Put that guy away. When it comes to this knife here, you really can't argue. Because it's a time-tested design. In fact, this design, I'm not sure if this design is... I'm not sure this is an actual copy, because I think the design that the Sharpfinger is based on was a very common classic design from, you know, the Frontier. And actually, another difference I want to point out is you can see this knife here has a continuous belly, while this one has a recurve in it. Anyways, I'm not sure if I pointed that out in the other videos. So I'm not sure if the Sharpfinger is a unique design. I'll have to do some research, but it's a proven design, whatever it is. As I said in the video, I know a lot of people who EDC these. They'll make custom sheaths, carry them Scout style, not Ranger style, like I said in the video. Oh, idiot. But they'll carry them Scout style. I've even seen people make these into neck knives, which, I mean, especially on this smaller one, yeah, you can do a neck knife out of this, 100%. But yeah, they just work. Back when I was younger, I'd go rabbit hunting with my cousin quite a bit. And yeah, I used a Sharpfinger to skin quite a few rabbits and do just other small jobs. The main advantage of a fixed blade over a folder, to me, isn't, you know, strength, because honestly, this small knife is not something you're going to be putting to hard use. The main advantage of a fixed blade is accessibility. Especially, let's talk about wintertime. You have gloves on, it's cold, you're trying to keep layers on you, so your pockets might not be that accessible. But, you know, you have this dangling on your belt. Pop that open, and you can get your knife out and use it and slide it back in. So in my mind, that's the biggest advantage of a fixed blade knife. And, I mean, you can also say that maintenance is less. You know, you don't have to worry about so many moving parts. Just take care of the blade, sharpen it, and yeah. And the biggest advantage of this knife in particular is that they're dirt cheap. So if anything happens to your knife, you can just go and get another one. So I actually do recommend the Schrade Sharpfinger as a cool starting knife. And honestly, even if you've been in the hobby for a long time, this is just such a classic. Why not pick one up, right? All right, so that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's get back to the other video. This is going to be such a disjointed video for you guys to watch, and I apologize, but enjoy. All right, let's do some size comparisons. So this is the 3.25 inch version of the Sharpfinger. I did confirm, by the way, that this is 7CR17 MOV blade steel, just like this other guy. So, what should we compare them against? Since it's a fixed blade, here it is against the, you can't even see that. Here it is against the cold steel SRK. So, yeah, it's not a big knife. Neither of these are big knives. In the pocket today, I have the Cold Steel Code 4. So, yeah, not big knives, and here they are against each other. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So, prices on these guys. I picked this guy up at a Tractor Supply, like I said, for I think it was 13 bucks. This guy you can get on Blade HQ for 17. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and let's keep talking about these guys and kind of get more into the comparing contrasting. I did not come very prepared today. That's okay though. That's how we roll here. All right. Oh, I guess I could have compared. This is what I was going to compare to as well. I have in my truck this old Schrade machete, which is actually one of my most used knives, ironically. Yeah, when I was a teenager, I did a lot of work for some people around the area clearing sagebrush. So I picked this up and I cleared a lot of sagebrush with that. Over there it goes. Okay. So back to the main topic of today's video. We're comparing a classic knife to kind of a knockoff. So what does the Sharpfinger do right? Well, first of all, this actually does have a very, very thin grind. Like most traditional knives, which this 100% is a traditional knife, it's very thin, very comfortable, very usable. I think there's 3 sizes, maybe just 2. This is a 3.25, and then I know there's also a 4-inch. I thought there was another one, but maybe I'm wrong. But both sizes. The Deer Slayer, the Schrade Deer Slayer, kind of reminds me of this, even though it's not technically in the same family. It's like a 7-inch knife, I think. But, anyways, yeah, very comfortable, very slicey. That is something about fat handles, is they're comfy. They're comfy. Now, blade steel is nothing great. And in fact, on this smaller one, you're going to sharpen this knife away pretty soon. I've seen guys that they'll just, they'll use their Sharpfinger till it's done, put it back in its sheath, toss it in the back of their workroom, and go and buy another one. It's what a lot of guys do. And honestly, this does make a great EDC fixed blade. The wind is picking up. I'm not sure if that'll cause problems for the audio. I gotta outrun that storm here pretty soon. But yeah, just a classic knife. Very, very classic knife. What do I not like about this guy? I really hate this area here. I just hate it. It does give you a spot to put your finger, but I mean, it's not super safe. You can do it, but definitely I would cut in a choil if I was going to be EDCing this. But yeah, this is completely a knife that you can EDC. It's very light, very small. Great little knife. Another thing though, with the sharpening, it is a recurve. So that's going to be something for a lot of people. And you're going to need rods. You're going to need rods. Sharpening this on a flat stone is not going to happen. So the copy. It is very comfortable as well. It even has the same blade steel. Or maybe whoever is selling this knife is just saying it has the same blade steel as the original guy. But they have a sharpening choil, which I think is a huge improvement over the original. So that's pretty good. This guy actually also does another thing that's kind of interesting. So on the original Sharpfinger, you can see that it's pinned construction. On this guy, it's Torx. So you can actually take these scales off and put something else on. So that's kind of cool. As far as the sheaths go, I already talked about this. The original has a far superior sheath to this. I really do like this sheath a lot. And these knives are not hard to make sheaths for. Go to Hobby Lobby, get yourself some leather. Heck, even get a knife sheath kit. These are small. They don't take a lot of leather. They don't take... You can make a sheath for one of these. Both these knives are full tang, so they're pretty strong. I always appreciate it when my fixed blades are full tang. They are exposed tang. Yeah. So if you're thinking about getting a Sharpfinger, what should you get? Should you go with the original? Should you go kind of a copy? Well, I don't know. I would go with... It depends. It depends. If the copy came with a leather sheath, yeah, go with that. Just because the sharpening choil and stuff is better. And also, I keep saying copy. This is a classic design, and I know the Sharpfinger is I'm pretty sure it's kind of exclusive to Schrade, the name, but I mean the design itself has been around for a while, and it's kind of like a trapper knife. Everyone can make a trapper knife. Case doesn't own the trapper knife, or Boker doesn't own it, or whatever. But I do think that you get more bang for your buck with the original. For $17, get a leather sheath, get a nice little knife. It's pretty good. For $13, you get a nice little knife with a pretty plain sheath. You can tell that more work went into this guy. Like we did with the sharpening, with the sharpening test, this knife was not sharpened very well at all, and this knife was. But still, sharpening these guys is not going to be a problem with that 7CR 17 MOV blade steel. But that's going to conclude today's video. It was a quick one. I just wanted to kind of compare and contrast these two knives are based on classic design. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.